Hi everyone, it's Joe. Welcome back to the Ramble. It is Wednesday, March 18th at 10:51 p.m. EST, approximately. Let's see, 8 minutes to 11, and then an hour to midnight, and then 3 hours after that. So, 4 hours and 8 minutes until the new season of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure airs on Netflix. I am very much excited. Unfortunately, well, okay, I read online it's airing at 3. Maybe I'll get lucky and I'll air at midnight, but I think it's airing at 3. I, unfortunately, will not be up at 3 a.m. watching it. Sorry for just kind of jumping into things here. But just a warning, I'm probably going to be, like, kind of insufferable tomorrow when JoJo Part 7 airs. I don't know if it's just one episode. If it's just one episode, it shouldn't be too bad, because then I just have one thing to be excited about. But if it's a bunch of episodes, I'll be talking about this for a hot minute. For those of you who don't know, I'm obsessed with JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Obsessed, but not like a super duper extent. I just really enjoy the show. And the manga that I have read. I've read parts 7 and 8. So yeah, I'm very excited for part 7 to finally get animated, and being released tomorrow. So yeah, that's it for that. Anyway, let us kick things off officially now that I've gotten that out of the way. Okay, so last night after the Ramble, I watched Oz, and then I went to bed. I am on season 4, episode 9 or 10. Season 4, for some reason, is double the length of every other season. I thought I'd be on season 5 by today. Still on season 4, because for some reason season 4 is double the length. I have read it was because they needed extra episodes to cover a gap in the schedule when The Sopranos season had finished, but I don't know if that's true. I've also seen The Sopranos, very good show. So yeah, then I went to bed, and I woke up today quite a few times. Let's see, today's Wednesday, so I had team projects. I was out of bed 7:25. Later than I would have liked to be, but we still made it in time. One guy wasn't there today because he was sick, so I guess I hope he gets better soon and also does not infect me. Now today was today was day 2 of my little fun thing with food. Now I think I talked about yesterday that I may have, hold on, give me 1 second. I'm gonna pause really fast and do something. Sorry, I just got out of the shower, and I wanted to dry off a little bit more. So yeah, I believe I had said that I thought I was going to eat my Pop-Tart because doing team projects and then my second class and then lab on no food seemed a little risky. But we decided to try it anyway, just to see what happened. And lo and behold, surprisingly enough, it worked. There was some stomach pain earlier, but I don't remember when it was. But I think it was later than it was yesterday, and it lasted for less time, so maybe that's a good sign that tomorrow it won't hurt. But we'll see. So I went to team projects, and we worked on our presentation, and then I went to my second class, and I just kind of sat through that one. I'm not going to lie, it was kind of hard to stay awake on that one. For some reason, I don't know. I know yesterday it was really hard to stay awake in my first class, but that one's always a struggle. I think it's because it's just not interesting. Today, though, I don't know, it's really bad. So then after that class, I normally would get lunch, but I'm not eating. So instead, I sat in the hallway and I watched Oz till about 1, and then I went upstairs and I played Uno with Nick for an hour and a half, hour 15. I jokingly asked him what I should eat for breakfast since I hadn't eaten yet, and he was like, "What, you haven't eaten food?" And I was like, No, I haven't eaten." And I told him what I was up to, and he's like, "That's not healthy." And I said, "But nobody can stop me." And he's like, "Yeah, that's unfortunately true. I'm not gonna force food down your throat." So hey, at least we acknowledge that nobody can stop me in my terrible, terrible ideas. But in theory, the end result will be good. Maybe. I'm just gonna assume you're all agreeing with me right now. I don't know. Although, as you know, Saturday, my food will be a little more normal. Because, I don't want to let anything up to my mom. Can't let her find out, because I know for a fact she wouldn't be a fan. But it's fine. It's fine. So we played Uno for about an hour and a half, hour 15, and then we went to lab and we did stuff with microscopes. After I figured out how to use it and figured out how to set things up properly, I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of enjoyable. Unlike the two previous fossil labs, everything here looked distinctly different. Now I'm sure, someone who understands that subject would say, well, Joe, the last two labs, everything's looked different too. Well, to me, the last two labs, they've all looked relatively similar. And I'm just, especially the last lab, the one before that, not as bad, but that's the most recent one, prior to this one, I felt everything looked super similar and I was having trouble telling things apart. Today, though, everything under the microscope, everything looks wildly different, and it was easy to compare them to pictures and figure out what was what. Also, the TA, he was nice enough to extension cord both of, you needed two different kinds of microscopes. He was nice enough to extension cord both of the microscopes that I needed to my table. So I didn't have to, because everybody else had to stand up at this counter and go station by station. I just got to sit at my seat and do them in my chair because I think I maybe talked about this. If everything's on the counter, I physically am not tall enough to use them. So he's very accommodating. I was very appreciative of that fact. Then I went and had dinner / breakfast / first meal of the day, whatever you want to call it. I had wings and fries and a cookie because cookies make everything better. Although I didn't technically need it, but cookies make everything better. Everything was very good. I feel like I hear people. I don't know. I guess I'll brace myself. Then I came back here and I worked on an assignment for Earth history. The next thing we have to do as a group for the new module. Although I did forget to send out the paper for us to I always send out a blank document for us to put our work on. I did forget to send that out, so I'll send it out tomorrow unless somebody beats me to it. But I do have my work done at least, so that's a start. After that, I watched more Oz, which is how I found out that there's more than 8 episodes in this season. Then I hopped in the shower and did very much a lot of shower thinking, and it was kind of scary, so we're going to talk about that stuff now too. Also tomorrow I have a meeting with the internship lady, so that'll be miserable, I'm sure. Any hooser. One more thing about JoJo really quick while it reminded me. I really hope it's a good episode or episodes, however many they put out, because if it's good, that means that I had 2 good things happen this week. We had the thing that I received on Sunday, and then we have this. And so if we're counting Sunday as the first day of the week, that would be 2 good things this week. If we're counting it as the end of the week, that would still be 2 good things within a 7-day period of one another, which is still good. Anyway. Oh yeah, not so fun shower stuff. Depression and stuff incoming. So I was in the shower, and I was thinking about stuff, and this stuff was happening when I was outside the shower too, but when you're in the shower, you don't have much to focus on, especially because I can't listen to music here. I can, in the shower specifically, I can, but I feel really rude because the walls are really thin, and I feel like it'd be really disruptive. Anyway. Sorry, I'm going all over the place, but also that's kind of normal for me, I think. So, I was, let's see, what all did I think about? Well, I thought about how it's been a bajillion years since I last drank any water. That's something. I know if my bestie were here, she'd be furious with me, I'm sure. Because I remember every day she would tell me to drink water, and I would listen because I can't tell her no. And I remember she would say that I'm like a plant and the plant needs to stay hydrated. Well, the plant's probably wilting very badly right now because I have not consumed water in it's March. Let's see, I have not consumed water since July. Maybe I haven't. I'm just forgetting. I'm sure I've consumed a little bit, but not very much. But we're fine. It's weird because everybody acts like you need to drink water. Well, I rarely drink water, and I'm not dead, so I think that might be a lie. See, that was a thought I had, and then I remembered that she said that she said the day we met, she's gonna just just like immediately hand me a bottle of water or something. And if I got the details wrong, I'm sorry. I think it was something to that extent though. I hope she's okay with how much I talk about her, although I've already been doing it for this long. I'm gonna assume everything is fine given the info I had been given. So yeah, I'm just assuming. So that was a thought, because it led to that little thing I remembered, which I thought was kind of funny. And then let's see, what else did I think about? Oh yeah, then I got worried that all of you that like listen and come back like semi-regularly or regularly, I don't know how often. For all I know, maybe there's some of you who come back literally every day. I don't know. Maybe there's some of you that come in like every week, every so often, whenever the title seems remotely interesting. I don't know how you operate. And I'm not going to ask because that's none of my business. I mean, if you want to share, by all means, but not my concern. You know what I'm getting at. And I was like, man, I hope they don't just watch out of like feeling bad for me, because like I was concerned. It was like, oh no, what if they're only I don't know. Okay, I know I just said watch, or at least I think I did. I know there's nothing to watch, but you get what I mean. I was like, man, I hope they don't come in and listen just because like they feel bad or they're worried that like something terrible is gonna happen. And like almost like not out of pity, but out of pity. And it's like, man, I hope it's not like that. I hope you guys show up because you're like vaguely interested or enjoy the whatever, even if it's miserable and depressing and sad or whatever. I hope there's some enjoyment to be found. Because I'd feel bad if you all just show up because you feel sad for me or feel bad for me. Of course, I would say I want you all to have an enjoyable time. Well, I know some of the subjects aren't the most enjoyable, so I can't say that every episode is a happy fun time and why aren't you having it. Well, because not every episode is a happy fun time, but I hope the people who do listen, if you're a regular listener, don't just come out of okay, when I say pity, I don't mean pity, but that's the only word I can think of, so I hope you don't listen out of pity. So that was a thought, and then my shower is pretty much over, and the last thing I had thought of was I remember when I did a quiz for which character are you from Epic the Musical, and I got Hermes, which this was a long time ago, and I'm sure I've talked about it before, which I got really excited about because Hermes is my favorite character in the musical, and I kind of I didn't make it my personality, but I would make remarks about it semi-regularly. Guys, I don't know if I deserve that title anymore. I mean, that makes me really sad to say, because I really like saying that I'm Hermes, and the fun person who always looks out for Odysseus and is always has people's backs and whatever. It's I don't know, because recently my mood has been in the toilet, and I feel like sometimes the happy, excited characteristics that Hermes would have in Epic, I feel like sometimes I'm today, not today specifically, but sometimes I think, man, today's happy emotions, they were all fake, just an act. And I was like, Hermes always seemed to be in a good mood. It's I wish I could truthfully be in a good mood all the time like he is. Sometimes I feel like it's just I know it's not a legitimate title and there's nothing serious to it, but sometimes man, I feel like I'm kind of faking it, and I don't deserve to be given to have the random character personality quiz say that I'm my favorite character when I'm not living up to his characteristics. Sorry, that probably made no sense. My apologies. You all probably think I'm insane. Or at least slightly loony. But hey, we all have a few screws loose. That what makes us interesting. Or at least that's what I tell myself. I feel like there was something else too that I kept forgetting to bring up. And of course, if there is, I'm forgetting it right now. Oh yeah, I remember now. Given the information that I received at the start/end of this week, depending on, or the start of this week / the end of last week, depending on what system of week metric you're using. I was really concerned that certain people would be creeped out or disturbed by these. I figured they'd be Joe, this is kind of weird and strange, and stop talking about me and stop being weird. However, that was not implied by the information I had received, so that made me really happy. I forgot to talk about that, because I remember when I started doing these back in August, that was a concern of mine. I would be told that, Joe, this is, like, really weird, please stop doing this. Or if you're going to keep doing it, just stop talking about your Rusty, because the degree at which you do it is strange. Well, I know I said this the other day. I hope I'm still allowed to say that she's my bestie. I'm sure, well, yeah, I'm going to keep doing it. And if it's not, well, one day she can say, Joe, for however many years you've been wrongly using that title. But as far as I'm aware, I still have it. Sorry. That was odd. Apologies for being so strange. I swear, sometimes I hear myself say these things, and I feel like it's like there's two different people inside of me. There's the one that's kind of odd, and then immediately after the odd one says something, like the less, like, more serious is, like, immediately just pops out. It's like, apologies for that one. Ignore that. It's weirdo over there. Just ignore. Oh my God. Oh, one last thing. You know what bums me out about this whole food thing, aside from not eating because food is good? Which, I mean, I am eating. It's not a lot. It bums me out because, like, there's that one clip of the one girl. I think I saw on Twitter. I'm sure it's from TikTok or whatever. It's the girl who's, like, talking about, like, yeah, eat that, eat food, eat dessert, eat, what, if you know, I'm not going to recreate it because I would do a disservice. What bums me out is I keep thinking about that clip, and I'm like, man, that clip is so good. Why do if I watch it, it's going to make me want to eat things, and I refuse to give up on my little punishment thing yet, because I don't think I'm worthy of regular food schedules again. Because I can't shake that scale number out of my head, I can't shake it, which is, there's nothing wrong with anybody's weight. I mean, as long as you're healthy. I just, I don't know. For some reason, I have felt so negative about my body recently. And I can't make it go away. And the only thing I can think to make it go away is if I stop picturing that big number that popped up on the scale. And the only thing I can think to do for now would be to exercise and or stop eating. And stop eating as much seemed like the quicker solution. Is it healthier? No. Is it safer? No. But it seemed, quicker. So, we'll see. Any Hooser. I don't know. I feel like I wanted to come up with a fun title for this one too, and I haven't decided what it's going to be yet. I'm sure I'll go back to the regular rambling about my day. I'm sure I'll go back to that. Maybe not, because I kind of like giving these all special titles. It adds extra flair. I don't know though. I haven't decided. But I'm gonna go ahead and wrap things up here because I think I've touched on everything I want to touch on. So, as always, if you liked what you're listening to, hit like, leave feedback in the comments below, subscribe, and turn on post notifications to see update things I post. Follow me on Twitter if you feel so inclined to do so. Link for that is in the description below. And as always, oh, come on, it's like 11:10, and I need it to roll over to 11:11. Oh, come on. I don't know what time I started talking, so this could be like a full minute we have to sit here and wait for. I promise I'll pick up the outro in just a second. Oh my God, come on, clock, go faster. I don't know what time it is, but I need literally I need the one digit to roll over. Oh my God, this is how you know how professional I am. I've stopped just everything I'm doing just to see this clock go over 1 minute, so that way I can say the thing about making a wish. Jesus Christ, did I... oh, there we go. Okay, it's 11:11. Everybody make your 11:11 wish right now. Alright, my wish is done. You know what? I'm making another one. Alright, I made another one. I don't know if 2 counts, but I've made like 6 in before, so 2 is probably fine. Anyway, don't forget, your support means the world to me, and I love you all, but most importantly, I miss my bestie more than anyone else in the entire world, and I can't wait until I get to talk to her and hang out with her and do stuff with her. I don't know. Just do bestie things. I will be back tomorrow with another ramble. Until then, bye.